no different here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Well, the weekend has officially begun. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Last season, the Pelicans duo of Lonzo Ball and Zion Williamson.
No doubt, DA. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And for New Orleans, their backcourt, Ball and Redick. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. Very hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Yeah, Clay with a good nose for the ball there, sneaks in and does a little dirty work on the inside.
Ball against Curry. And he makes that one. And here is Curry. He's coming off a 34-point game against Oklahoma City. Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Draymond Green, a modern-day big. And, of course, we know the impact he has defensively. But for his career, he's only hitting around 30% of his threes. In the last 2 seasons have been well below that. It's still his willingness to take them that's going to keep a defense honest.
When Draymond plays the center position, though, Brent, 30% from 3 isn't all that bad.
Well, again, we'll go back to the idea of the threat of the shooter. That's going to create more space for all of the action that's happening behind Draymond Green. And, of course, we know his willingness to pass up shots to the preferred pass. That's where he really makes an impact.
Curry's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
You see right there, that is why everybody is still very high on Lonzo Ball. Has a sixth sense for when to dish it.
Here's Thompson. The Pelicans make their last shot.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Count that bucket.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
And stolen by Favors. Williamson with it. Now Green defending. Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
I feel like it's settling in, and the change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
The Pelicans have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. And that one's good. Williamson.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
Thompson the bounce pass. Wiggins outside. Out left to the wing. Chris pass to Curry. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. Williamson. There he goes.
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Lonzo's instincts on the defensive end paying off there. Just able to stay long and get that steal to start the break.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set, or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the off right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
The season never really ends. They need this, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, tough to knock Klay Thompson with that wide base off balance. Even when he gets hit, he maintained control on that play.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And I hope kids out there are watching the textbook form on Thompson's jumper.
so many things that you could check the boxes on in terms of the fundamentals of a great shooter. It starts at the base. It's great footwork. You square up. You got a quick release, and you got to follow through. It really is something to watch. That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Now here's Ingram. 26 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston. Chris pass to Green. He can't get it to go. Good D by Williamson. Ball with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. The shot's good. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Curry trying to break free. The shot by Thompson, no good.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Down by 12. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Derek Favors.
Yeah, easy call.
Andrew Wiggins, kind of guy that people watch with a microscope, but he has cut down on inefficient shots, those long twos, has started to take more threes, and using his athletic ability when he gets on the inside to get to the foul line.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Jackson Hayes comes in for Williamson. Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And Moore subbed in for J.J. Redick. And Green gets it to go.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Ball, no good. And Wiggins looking more aggressive off the bounce. Brent getting into the teeth of the defense.
Yeah, and his assists are climbing because of that. Also his turnover. So now what you want to do is slow down the game for Andrew Wiggins and show him on film where his outlets are and where his decision making can be that much better.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it down.
Lee against Ball. Wiggins left side.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Last outing for the Pelicans. It was a loss to the Rockets in Houston. Lee with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. And Wiggins throws it down.
And with that height and incredible leaping ability, Wiggins can throw it down as easy as anyone.
That's a foul called on Damian Lee. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Now here's Ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
So it's the Warriors now, following the score by New Orleans. Lee outside. Another three for Golden State.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Nelly is checked in for the Pelicans. Now here's Ball. He's got 11. Hart the pass to Ball. Feeds it to Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
Such great vision from Lonzo, and the best in the league always know they have options.
Inside, here's Pastel. Pelicans with the rebound. And 1:01 left to play here in the first.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
More in the corner from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
More in the corner. To the middle. Here's Melly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Wiggins picks to lead. To the paint. Here's Moore. And Pascal pulls it down. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Wiggins. Can't connect from short range. Here's Hart. Connects on the 17-footer. And now an 11-point Pelican lead. And so it's New Orleans. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. And don't go away.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to just that feeling because there's no...
Greg, this guy is a premier performer. And the hardwood is his stage. He always plays well.
No doubt. I mean, fans pay to see him as much as anyone. And when you think about the last decade of basketball, he's changed the game as much as anyone with his range.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for New Orleans right now, Ejuan Moore is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Jahlil Okafor, and it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Green. No good on the shot. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Pascal. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Marcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Zion Williamson comes in for Nicolo Melli. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ejuan Moore. Warriors trail by 12. Knocked loose. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Oh, that's blocked. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Williamson. Out of hand on it.
Well, Chris rises up, and is he playing volleyball? He just spiked that one away. Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. To the inside, Hart. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Steph out there singing a lullaby to the defense, gets them to sleep, and then sets up the teammate nicely.
Pelicans leading by 14. Hart the pass to Favors. Draymond Green grabs the miss. The Warriors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Chris kicks to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry is inside. Great D that time from Favors. Pelican shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. Here's Favors. Comes up empty down low. Warriors trail by 15.
And, of course, having that broken hand last season, Curry couldn't help the Warriors avoid a disastrous season.
Kevin Durant gone. Clay rehabbing. The Warriors, legitimately just left with no scoring whatsoever. But Steph Curry, when he's healthy, he changes that whole narrative.
Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. And the Warriors also making a change. Wiggins is checked in for Eric Paschall. And it's Ingram missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Curry.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
Ingram attacking. Hayes dishes to Ingram. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ball's checked in.
And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that Sideshow Bob necklace with 1,000 stones and his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club that needs a center to be able to run up and down and play at pace and play above the rim. Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Curry. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Here's Williamson. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Williamson.
And here we go. This is great stuff as Zion looks like he's about to take over the game.
Thompson from long range. The shot misses. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Nelly is checked in for New Orleans. Etwan Moore comes in for J.J. Redick. Then for the Warriors, Looney comes in for Green, and it's Gerald Green in for Klay Thompson.
Well, Ingram just letting it rip right now on the offensive end.
A three-pointer, Wiggins, and it's Melly with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And Bones, one of the things you're seeing from Ingram is his improved strength, something he's worked on now for a while.
Yeah, B.I. has talked about eating 6 meals a day back in college and still coming into the league at 190 pounds. But eventually, that metabolism is going to slow down. And if you keep putting in that kind of work, the incremental improvements are going to speed up. We've been seeing that from Brandon Ingram. And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Ball finds Moore, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And Moore doesn't get a lot of dunks during the year, but I like to see him get there that time.
Here's Wiggins. Some solid defense from Ingram. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. 16-point lead. Moore with the bucket.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Lee against Ball. Stolen. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Lonzo Ball can be so elite playing in the transition game.
Wiggins passes to Looney. Kicks it out to Wiggins. From deep, Green to end the run. The shot by Looney, no good. That's a foul called on Damian Lee. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
From deep, Green. A three-pointer is right on target. Green's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. And here's Moore outside. And so it's New Orleans closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. It was all Lonzo Ball in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points. And that's going to do it for us here.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is up there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot.
Never see Klay Thompson react too much. Very calm, very cool, and he's collecting points right now.
Williamson outside. Kicks it to Reddick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Ball, no good. Warriors trail by 18. Thompson passes to Chris. Here's Curry. And the shot goes in. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
I don't know how he makes a shot like that look as easy as it did. So elite.
And he gets the bucket.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Here's Thompson. Green breaking loose. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Williamson double team. New Orleans moving it around. And here's Ingram from the arc.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Wiggins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on J.J. Redick.
And this is encouraging. Wiggins looking committed to shooting and forcing the D to compromise.
And the Warriors making a change here. Haskell's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Here's Ball. He's got 17. From down in the low post, it goes. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Alonzo with a nice shake right there as his handles opened up that dribble move.
Curry lays it up and banks it in.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true.
You can see the mechanics that Zion shoots the ball with. They are solid.
Here's Thompson. Rebounded by Hart.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kevon Looney is checked in for Draymond Green. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Passes it to Williamson. Now Ingram.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
Curry against Ball. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Gerald Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Damian Lee comes in for Thompson.
Well, if you're going to perfect your shooting stroke, it's not just about the three. Sometimes it's about settling in and getting to the free throw line to get those mechanics down. And Alonzo is improving.
This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The Warriors, fourth.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Okafor comes in for Williamson. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Lonzo Ball.
And the next one puts him in the bonus. And one of the more unsung players included in the Anthony Davis trade, Josh Hart just continues to impress when given the opportunity.
A very much high character, hard-working player, and a lot more substance to his game. I also think it's interesting that in that deal, he came along with Lonzo Ball. So the two of them together accepting this new opportunity within the same roles for a new team. And don't let the small size fool you. Curry does not fear getting inside and getting knocked around.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Redick is checked in. New Orleans leading by 19. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's the pass to Okafor. Now Ingram. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Lee. And Okafor with the block. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Melly is checked in for the Pelicans. Outside Curry. Green, the pass to Curry. Okafor with the steal. And Gerald Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
And he makes both free throws. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for him.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Hart the pass to Okafor. Banked in off the glass. Okafor's got his 2nd basket.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Curry fires from way outside. Out to Lee. Here's Pascal. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Green missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hart, no good.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
New Orleans leading by 21. Hart the pass to Okafor. And the wide-open shot from Redick drills the three-pointer. Redick's got 7 points.
I love how Redick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
.137 left here in the 3rd quarter. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Redick, a good look. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 9 points in the game so far.
One of the best at moving without the ball. Catch and shoot opportunity for J.J. Redick.
Curry attacking, and Okafor with the block. And they're able to recover. Okafor with the steal. Ball with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Redick is in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Redick's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Pelicans. Green in the post. Covered by Redick. And it's Green missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Ingram.
And Ingram gets so much better when he gets that aggressive.
Pass to Pascal. They kick it out to Green. Outside Curry. And nothing is falling for him right now. Deep 2 from Ball. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Ball's got 23.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jackson with it. They've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. Okafor out there with Miller. And it's Melly in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Poole. Second shot opportunity. Chris pass to Toscano. To the middle. Here's Smilagic. 4 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. New Orleans has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Redick surveying the D. Passes to Okafor. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Chris gets the bucket.
Oh, Chris and his mobility are something that could set him apart at his position.
Jackson passes to Melly. Back to Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Miller. The shot from the low post is good. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Now, Marquise Chris is becoming one of those guys you got to see when he's jamming it down.
Outside, Redick. It's tipped, but he stays with it. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bowman. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Ellie's got 6 rebounds in the game. And they pick up 2.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Basket good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Jackson passes to Redick. Back to Jackson. Now Okafor, covered by Chris. Now Redick. 6 to shoot. New Orleans moving it around. The 15-footer, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And the basket Poole. Great D that time from Redick. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Draymond Green with only one thing on his mind when he gets that close, and that's collecting 2 points.
The Pelicans have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Fades. Favors can't get it to go. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
New Orleans gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Jackson, lead pass was put in just the right spot.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Pass to Bowman. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pass to Alexander Walker. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket of the night. Smilagic passes to Toscano. Here's Bowman. Passes it to Smilagic. Launches a three. That shot off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Inside, here's Miller, and Miller brings it down hard.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
They get it back. Bowman passes to Smilagic. Green bounce pass. Second chance shot. 5 on the clock. Here's Poole. Pulls it from 20. And that one goes long.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
And Moore kicks to Jackson. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was like go on the floor to what we're seeing now, when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Nelly is checked in for New Orleans. And the Warriors also making a change. Chris is checked in, and the shot goes down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
1:37 left in the fourth quarter. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Still Pelicans ball.
.132 left in the fourth quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Moore.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for New Orleans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lonzo Ball.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Picked away. Now the Warriors moving it up. A three ball. Miller grabs the miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Moore outside. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and